In the hustle and bustle of our modern lives, the concept of the Sabbath, a day of rest, holds an undeniable appeal. But what if the Sabbath isn't just about taking a break from work? What if it contains a hidden key to unlocking your deepest desires and manifesting your dreams into reality? Today, we're diving into the mystical teachings of Neville Goddard to uncover the secret power of the Sabbath. Neville Goddard, a visionary mystic and spiritual teacher, offered a radical reinterpretation of the Sabbath. He saw it not merely as a 24-hour period of physical rest, but as a profound state of consciousness intimately connected to the manifestation of our desire. In many religions, the Sabbath is a sacred day dedicated to rest, worship, and reflection. It's a time to step back from the demands of daily life and reconnect with the divine. But Goddard's teachings take us beyond this traditional understanding, inviting us to explore the Sabbath's deeper, mystical significance. In Neville Goddard's teachings, the Sabbath isn't merely a day of rest. It's deeply interwoven with his law of creation, symbolized by the Hebrew letters Yod, He, Vav, He. These 4 letters encapsulate the entire creative process, mirroring the biblical account of creation in 6 days followed by a day of rest. The first 6 letters, representing the 6 days of creation, signify the mental labor involved in transforming our consciousness. It's the deliberate effort to visualize, feel, and internalize the reality of our desires, imprinting them deeply upon our mind. This isn't passive wishing, it's active mental engagement, shaping our inner world to reflect our desired outer reality. The Sabbath, the 7th day, then becomes a period of crucial mental rest. It's not about physical inactivity, but rather a cessation of mental striving. Once we've successfully impregnated our consciousness with the desired state, we enter the Sabbath, a phase of trust and surrender, allowing the seed of our desire to germinate and grow in the fertile ground of our subconscious mind. It's a time to let go of anxiety and control, and to have faith in the natural unfolding of the creative process. Imagine planting a seed in the fertile soil of your mind. The 6 days of creation are the act of planting and nurturing that seed, the conscious effort to visualize, feel, and embody the reality of your desire. The Sabbath is then the period of gestation, the time when the seed takes root and begins to grow, unseen beneath the surface. During the Sabbath, mental quietude is key. Once you've vividly imprinted the desired state upon your consciousness, it's essential to release any clinging attachment to specific outcomes or timeline. This doesn't imply passivity or inaction. Rather, it's about cultivating a deep trust in the natural unfolding of the creative process. Goddard uses the analogy of a farmer planting a seed. The farmer doesn't anxiously dig up the seed each day to check its progress. Instead, they trust in the inherent power of the seed and the nurturing environment to bring forth the harvest in due time. Similarly, during the Sabbath, we must resist the urge to constantly analyze, question, or doubt the manifestation of our desires. It's a time to let go of control, to surrender to the wisdom of the universe, and to allow the seeds we've planted in our consciousness to germinate and blossom in their own perfect timing. This doesn't mean we become passive observers. Goddard's teachings emphasize the importance of inspired action. We must take steps towards our goals. But the Sabbath reminds us that there's a delicate balance between effort and allowing. It's about recognizing when to act and when to surrender to the deeper wisdom of the universe. To truly understand the power of the Sabbath, we can turn to the biblical story of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. In Goddard's interpretation, the crucifixion symbolizes the mental act of dying to your old self, your limitations, and embracing the new state of consciousness that embodies your desire. The Sabbath, the time in the tomb, represents the period of gestation, the unseen transformation taking place within. And the resurrection signifies the glorious manifestation of your desire in the physical world. So how can you practically apply this concept of the Sabbath in your own life? It begins with consciously entering a state of mental rest after you vividly imagined and felt the reality of your desire. This might involve meditation, spending time in nature, or simply engaging in activities that bring you joy and peace. The key is to release any anxiety or attachment to the outcome. Cultivate gratitude for what you already have, and trust that the universe is orchestrating the perfect unfolding of your desires. Remember, the seed you've planted is already growing, even if you can't see it yet. During the Sabbath, it's perfectly normal to experience moments of doubt and impatience. You might find yourself questioning the process, wondering if your desires are truly taking root in the unseen realm. This is where the unwavering strength of faith and trust becomes crucial. Recall the powerful metaphor of the seed. Just as a tiny seed, buried in the darkness of the earth, requires time, nourishment, and the right conditions to sprout and bloom, so too do your desires need the fertile ground of the Sabbath to manifest into reality. The Sabbath isn't a time for anxious digging and prodding, but rather a period of patient nurturing. It's about trusting the inherent wisdom of the creative process, believing that the seeds you've sown in your consciousness are silently germinating, even when their growth is invisible to the naked eye. Remember, every magnificent oak tree was once a tiny acorn patiently awaiting its time to emerge. The Sabbath, in Goddard's view, is not just a religious observance. It's a universal spiritual principle that can accelerate the manifestation of your dreams. By understanding its true meaning and incorporating it into your practice, you tap into the natural rhythms of creation and align yourself with the flow of the universe. The Sabbath invites us to surrender to the divine wisdom within, to trust in the unseen forces that shape our reality. It's a reminder that we are co-creators with the universe, and that by aligning our consciousness with our desires, we can manifest miracles in our lives. The concept that consciousness is king is a powerful reminder that we are not merely passive observers in the world, but active participants in its creation. As Neville Goddard eloquently puts it, "The world is my mirrored self." By understanding and harnessing the power of our consciousness, we can shape our reality, overcome limitations, and manifest our deepest desires. Remember, the journey of self-discovery and conscious creation is ongoing. It requires dedication, self-awareness, and a willingness to challenge old beliefs. But the rewards, as Goddard's teachings reveal, are nothing short of extraordinary. If you found this exploration of Neville Goddard's ideas enlightening, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might be on their own journey of self-discovery. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content that challenges conventional wisdom and empowers you to create the life you truly desire. Thank you for watching, and remember, the greatest adventure you'll ever embark on is the journey within.